Hi there, this is Victoria Skinner, and these are my top 10 interview questions, so let's get started. Question number 1, what are your weaknesses? I think a lot of my weaknesses stem from the fact that I'm still so young. I don't really have a lot of experience in the professional corporate world. I've never had a corporate job, so I don't really know how to do one. I'm still very moldable. I think in turn, though, that could be an asset for this company because I can be taught and molded into the type of employee that this company wants and that this company needs. So that leads me to question number 2. Why should we hire you? You should hire me because I am a constant ball of energy that does not know how to sit still and do nothing. I want nothing more than to be able to put my education to use and better myself as an employee in this line of work, and in turn better myself in this company. Hard work is all I have to offer. So that takes us to question number 3. Why do you want to work here? I want to work here, honestly, to just dive right in head first and gain all of this experience and grow as an employee. I see a lot of room for potential growth within this company, and that's very promising. So question number 4, what are your goals? I see myself as a top performing employee for this company. My goals are to constantly just be enhancing my skills, my communication skills, my leadership skills. I really believe that there's nowhere to go but up. So that's my final destination. Just keep going up. That takes us to question number 5. What can you do for us that other candidates cannot? I think for me, I'm a very social person, and so over the years I've been able to meet so many different people from extremely different backgrounds. And with all of those experiences that I've gained with them, I'm very much more relatable. And with future clients and customers that this company will see, as a representative of this company, I feel like I could make them very comfortable, which is a very good thing. So that leads us to question number 6. What are 3 positive things your last boss would say about you? So my last boss and I, we worked together at a water park. So we spent a lot of long hours in the hot sun together. That is for sure. I think first thing she would say about me is that I'm very dependable. It got to the point where whenever she wasn't there or wasn't able to come into work that day, she would throw the chain of command on me and give me all of her duties. And I was okay with that. I didn't mind stepping up into the position. I was always there for her. And also it got to the point where at the water park, what we did was all of the upper management had a walkie-talkie radio system, and that's how we communicated with each other instead of having to use cell phones. So it got to the point where our names were interchangeable. People would call for one of us and the other person would respond and vice versa, and it was totally okay because people expected it. It was fine. She and I were each other's right-hand man, that is for sure. The second thing, the second positive word she would use to describe me is friendly. I have no problem, and frankly, I enjoy going up to people and starting conversation and just putting a smile on their face for a little bit. There's so much more to life than being serious all the time, and so it's always nice to be a friendly face to people whenever I can be. That leads me to the third thing she would say. She has spent enough hours with me to know that I'm an extremely positive person. I am 100% a glass half full kind of girl. Positivity is just the way to go. There's no reason to be negative. I rarely complain, and I would definitely bring this good energy into the workforce here. So question number 7, what is your greatest strength? I would say my greatest strength is my leadership skill. In a group setting, I have no problem being the person that starts the conversation. In a group project, I don't mind stepping up and being the person that designates who does what job and organizes what gets done. frankly, I like it, and it just happens naturally. So I feel like that's a really good asset that I could offer this company. That takes us to question number 8. Describe a difficult situation that you faced and tell me what you did to overcome it. I would say one of the most difficult things I've had to deal with in a professional sense so far is the relationship I've held with my coworkers in the past. We all started on the same playing ground at my last job, so we were all what we called team members, and we became very close. I would have called them my best friends at the time. But when it came down to who was getting the promotion, I was the one who got it and had to take on this role of being their superior. And it was very strange. I had to learn how to establish this professional boundary between friendship and them being my subordinates at the same time. So what I did was I just had to set clean slate, equal playing field. I treated them the same as I did the people that I had never met before. And I wanted to establish that sense of respect between not only the people that I had called my friends, but also with the people who didn't know that I was so close to the coworkers. So I definitely learned a lot and grew a lot as an employee with that situation, and I'm proud that I came out of it a better worker, I think. So that leads us to question number 9. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? As mentioned before, I believe that there's only one way to go, and that's up. So I definitely hope to be working my way up the corporate ladder within the next 5 years. I believe hard work really does pay off. I think that it's the most rewarding thing ever, and so I don't mind starting at the bottom and having to work my way to the top. I think that's how it should go. So that's where I see myself in 5 years. And finally, to end this interview off, do you have any questions for me? And the answer is yes. My main question is just as a young employee and candidate for this job, what is the potential for growth with this company? I'm always looking to enhance my experience and maybe even get promoted to new positions. And so I'm just curious about what that growth could look like. So that's all for this interview. Thank you.